Hey everybody, how's it going?
Good.
No. Say it again. Now they can hear.
Oh, that Mike is giving AJ a kidney?
Yeah,
I'm a good person.
Just
Mike
stand up, guys.
didn't. He said, "Here, that kidney. You need that kidney. You giving it to AJ."
Jesse Eisenberg's just gonna give a kidney to somebody, just random person. That's nice.
Yeah, we get
Eisenberg is that his name?
Chef, you're a little bit hot for
Okay.
some reason.
Jesse Eisenberg. Bo.
Lex Luthor,
Test.
Social
Yeah,
Network.
Lex
that's his
Luthor's
name.
kidney. Okay, I'm a little bit hot, huh? Let's see.
Guys, I'm not
You
actually
have been a
giving a
little bit
kidney
hot
to be
today.
clear. Guys,
Okay.
that's a joke. I'm not actually giving anyone a kidney.
Do you know? I can see the Reddit post. Do you know that you need that kidney? You know that giving out a kidney is bad for your health.
I can't believe that Mike would lie about giving someone a kidney.
I didn't lie.
I'm just gonna turn myself down here then. Is that any better? Let's see.
It's not finding me.
Yes, that sounds better.
All right.
You're good.
I can believe
Super chat about
my
your
hates livers.
Test.
I don't know.
What did you say the other day? They kind of sent me a little bit. I was posting on Camera Writer, and someone posted,
No
if
way.
you were a little bit older, you will have a little bit more respect for the OG, and posted Ultraman, and I didn't respond then because I also like Ultraman.
You're the bigger man. You're the bigger man, clearly.
I never said I didn't like Ultraman.
That's a whole new sentence.
That's a whole new sentence. All right, let's see here. Okay.
There's a protest outside Rockstar.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Wait for the delay.
I know. I think.
Okay. Okay. I was worried.
I know you're cynical, but don't
Okay,
worry.
yeah.
It's not because of the delay.
Shoo. Well, I mean, wouldn't imagine people would be out there protesting on behalf of employees. Is it the employees themselves? I hope so.
That's the employees themselves.
Okay, good.
That's one of the funniest show you have ever done.
You know what? You know what? That's fair, Jeff, with the way GTA audience is.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's such a good joke.
All right, let's see here. All right, I think we're ready. I'll count us in.
Yeah.
Let's do this. In
Yeah, listen.
5, 4, 3. Oh, that's too low. Never mind. We're starting over.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that.
Yeah. No, you should hear it now. In 5, 4, 3. It's the internet. You're busy. Let's do this. Welcome to the Game S Decides podcast. This is the podcast where we decide everything about the world of games so you never have to think for yourself. I'm your host, Jeff Grubb, and with me is
Mike Minotti.
In today's episode, GTA 6 was delayed again. Arc Raiders might be the extraction shooter for us, and we're going to talk about what we think Microsoft and Sony, maybe some other publishers, might have in 2026. We did that for Nintendo on Nintendogs on Tuesday. So let's hit everyone else tonight. But first, Mike, how are you doing?
Just traveling, lots of traveling, and it's like I'm so crunched for time for traveling, and then I was like, I mentioned something offhand about playing Dragon Quest 1 on Giant Bomb, and I didn't do that, and I'm a bad person, and I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so I better do that now. So I played Dragon Quest 1 on Giant Bomb right before this, and that was fun, actually, so that was a good time. I'm glad I did that.
Good.
But, I mean, I'm not, like, anxious about the traveling. I'm just getting worried about all this flight cancellation stuff, and I'm like, great. So, like, what happens if I'm in D.C., and they cancel my flight home? I guess I just rent a car and drive back. It's not the worst thing in the world.
What
but
Steph
then-
was considering doing from New York. She did make her flight, and it was fine for the most part. It seems like there's a good chance you'll be completely fine. But yeah, I was definitely looking at the same thing for when we go to Minneapolis, which, by the way, that flight was expensive. So it's like, okay, I should have booked that a while ago. Good moves.
Same.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. Whoops.
It's just like I do the thing where, like, I don't want to think about the trip
Yeah.
after the next trip, even though like I have to because that trip is less than a month away.
Yep, that's you're definitely not wrong. I was doing the same thing, and then I definitely like looked up prices last week, and it's like, oh, since then it's of course because it's a week out now, so of course it's more expensive. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, I'm like, okay, if I get stuck out there, I could probably get on the train and take that because that goes to Cleveland. That goes actually not like to one town over from where I live, so I'd probably do that. But still, not a great situation. I hope everything just goes smooth for you.
They gotta get this shit figured out by the time I'm going to Disney. Not gonna take it
I think
anymore
they have
at that
It's
point.
marked on their calendar, I think. So, yeah. I think Nancy will do something for you. She'll come through for you. I hope so.
Okay, at that point, it's like, all right, no more of this shit. I don't know. I'm not super tuned in with like the political side of it at the moment, Jeff. Like, is somebody gonna blink soon on all this? Because this seems pretty bad with the airplanes, right? Or do you think it's still gonna be shut down for quite a while?
I think it's probably going to still be shut down for quite a while, but I think they're testing the idea of like he always backs down eventually, and he still claims victory. But after the elections, it's like, oh, clearly that was a referendum saying everyone does blame him for it, blames Trump for the shutdown, and so that's going to embolden the Democrats, and they will likely continue with their strategy of not giving in until the Republicans agreed to extend healthcare subsidies, which they are trying to take away from people. So we'll see. I bet it doesn't get. It's not going to get solved magically in like the next day or two, but eventually they'll.
It's gonna take a couple.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a couple of weeks because he likes to pretend that he's on power. Well, he's on power, but he likes to flex on people and then pretend that he won still. So it's gonna take like at least a week and a half.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I do think it'll get solved here relatively soon, though. Not anytime in the next couple of days.
I want to be clear that I don't want to be like, I'm inconvenienced. They should just give up on the healthcare.
Everyone's inconvenienced. That's the thing. And like a lot of people are not getting paid. And yeah, it's crazy. That's like the thing going to the airport and be like, oh, this person is not getting paid right now. That I'm looking at this person right now who's not getting paid and they're working their job because they're considered mandatory. And it's, oh boy, that sucks.
That's not good.
All right. You want to just hop into it? I'll do the credits here. Give us a good rating wherever you are listening. Hit that like button on YouTube, please. It helps people find the show. If you want to ask a question, you can drop a super chat during the show on YouTube. But we'll get to all of those before the end of the program. Thanks to Carlos Ain, who is Insane in the Rain Music on YouTube, for the use of our theme songs. For now, we think Spotify was getting weird about that, but we'll see. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and wherever pods are caught. I would prefer you use anything other than Spotify, but whatever, it's your choice. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to Christian for producing. And you can get more from Mike and me and support us by going to patreon.com/GameMess. That gets you access to our Discord server, participation in Q&A sessions, and our game club discussions, early access to new episodes of shows like Columbros, and of course, all of our shows ad-free. That's patreon.com/GameMess, where you can get a yearly sub at a discounted rate. There's also the Twitch stuff. You go to Twitch, any of our Twitch channels, become a member. You are able to get the benefits as well. All right, big topics. Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed to November 19th, 2026. Yeah, this felt like this was going to happen. It was like in the air there for me for a minute. Although, God, are they doing this to distract from the fact that they were union busting? Like, did they announce this?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you go on the news a little bit longer, I guess. But
yeah. So the other half of that is Grand Theft Auto developer Rockstar fired 30 to 40 people in the last week for what they say is sharing privileged information, and they called it gross misconduct. And apparently, the place where they were sharing this information was a private union Discord server where the people were discussing unionizing, and they were maybe discussing stuff related to work in this union channel, but that's not an approved Slack channel, I guess. So that is the excuse Rockstar came up with. The independent workers of, or something like that, IWGB, Great Britain, a union group, spoke out on this and said it's like one of the most blatant examples of union busting in the history of the video game industry. Rockstar does deny that, but it seems like they fired people for being in this union Discord. Meanwhile, they're delaying their big game until November. And again, like that just felt like it was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like before it got delayed at all, it's like I don't know if Grand Theft Auto will get delayed. Then once that one delay happened, it's like,
Yeah.
oh boy, now we're off to the races on that thing.
That's their
Like,
history. Yeah.
right? Like, is it even really a 2026 game? I guess we'll see. Um, but yeah, I mean, I honestly do care so much more about this union busting thing because that is just gross. And even if for some reason they're legally able to say that the issue here is like, whoa, this wasn't an official work Discord server, and they, talk about secrets, blah blah blah. It's obvious that they were looking for that because they're upset about them talking about unions, and that's the real thing there, and that's really gross from a company that is going to make $1 zillion with their super expensive GTA game.
It's
Gosh, GTA. I feel so weird. I've always
Yeah.
been a little bit like I don't like GTA as much as everyone else, and then everything about GTA and it being the biggest thing in the world, and it just kind of it's like the industry needs it, but also it seems bad for the industry. I just
Uh-huh.
don't feel great about GTA.
Yeah, I've never been the biggest fan. I liked GTA 3 a whole bunch, and that was always just kind of like, it was almost a party game. We'd go hang out, and we'd pass the controller around and do fun stuff in Grand Theft Auto 3, and that's my jam. I like that a lot. Nothing ever really recaptured the magic of that for me personally. But yeah, so it's never been a game I'm like, oh, I just absolutely can't wait to play that. It's more like a professional curiosity. Let's see what's going to happen and what effect it's going to have, and is it going to like boost the sales of these flagging consoles that are kind of falling off a cliff a little bit in terms of their relevancy? And I think all that stuff will happen whenever the game does come out. But when it comes to this union busting, it's like these companies, we see how they behave when they are trying to just like find growth anywhere, where it's like microtransactions and everything, and raising prices at every possible opportunity, just like peeling the nickels and dimes away from us as much as they possibly can. The idea that they then might have to share the efforts of like they're scraping that money off of everyone from the efforts of the labor of the people actually producing the games, and share that in a long-term way with the people responsible for making the game, scares the hell out of them. And it's at a certain point, it's like, okay, you should be forced to do that then if you're really that scared of it. But regulation being the way it is, even in places like Europe, where the Rockstar is primarily based in was it Scotland, I think. That is the kind of thing where these companies, as long as they can get away with it, they will do it. So the question will be, are they going to be able to get away with this move? And, as far as we understand, it does seem to me, in my opinion, like it is definitely union busting. But they're going to claim, hey, these people did violate their contracts. So it's going to come down to someone stepping in. Like there will be a legal battle, and these people will have to try to fight them. And I bet Rockstar is going to just want to settle here in a couple of months. And then they might be able to just kind of get away with this. And that's going to be really disappointing. And then Rockstar will go on to release the biggest game ever released, the most profitable media event, probably outside of a Final Fantasy VII crossover with Magic the Gathering. It'll be just short of that, maybe. But otherwise, it's going to make a ton of money, and they'll continue to do this. And it's a real shame because Rockstar is in this moment where they're like, they've rehabilitated their image a little bit, where they're like, hey, we're not pounding people with nonstop just like work hours and leading up to the release of a game. We're not going to just kill them with crunch, and we're doing a lot better on that. It's like, yeah, but underneath you were still Rockstar, and this is all the proof we need of that.
No, that's all exactly right. Yeah, I just wonder if they're going to get away with it, right? But I didn't think about that with the delay, because I'll tell you what, it worked, because I was like, oh, wow, GTA's delayed, and that's all I was thinking about for a moment there. Boy, you're right. And what I like about that, we'll get to it later. And then that Marvel Rise of Hydra game, like, we're delayed too. And I think that was we're going to sneak in there while everyone's talking about GTA being delayed. They probably knew that game wasn't going to be coming out when they said it was for a long time. But now today they put it on a tweet, right? Now it's real.
That game doesn't feel like it'll ever come out. Like, do you even know what it is?
Like a real
yeah.
Video. It's like a really cinematic. It's World War II, and you play as Captain America and the Black Panther.
Yeah, these are like the facts about it, but like what is it?
Exactly. What is it? What is? Yeah, I guess it's. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's going to be an action game.
It's the Amy Hennig game, right?
It's Amy Hennig, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be like story focused, and it's gonna probably have a lot of set pieces. But like, I can't just say it's gonna be like Uncharted. I mean, maybe it is. Captain America had a gun at that time. I don't think the Black Panther did.
No,
So yeah, I don't know.
we'll see.
AAA games are weird right now.
It's extremely weird. It also just feels like I use the term like the fever will break. It does still feel like that's going to happen for like big games where like it will happen because some developer was able to accidentally discover some cool innovation that makes AAA gaming fun and surprising again. But for now, it feels like it's just kind of paint by numbers and make those numbers as big and shiny as possible and spend all your money on that. And it puts all these games in a weird rut to the point where it's like, well, we're just looking forward to GTA 6 because we know that will be the biggest and the shiniest. And then we'll kind of see what other tech they're able to come up with. I will be surprised still if Grand Theft Auto 6 makes 2026 at this point. Not as surprised as I am that, or was not as surprised as I was, whatever, about this one happening. Like, this delay felt like inevitable. I don't think another delay is inevitable, but I still think it's very much on the table.
Yeah, definitely on the table. Like, gosh, it's a point where it is just, gosh, 2027. It is still so wild that we so quickly got to a point where it's like, release 3 Grand Theft Auto games for one generation, and now it's like you'll get one every 15 or 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and Matt Piscatello was like, this will probably be the last Grand Theft Auto I see in my life. New Grand Theft Auto. It's like, yeah, like for a lot of us, maybe. I don't think we get another one in 20, like for 20 years. It'll be 20 years, as long as everything goes to plan with this one.
There will not be a new Grand Theft Auto in the 2030s.
Yes.
You're right. The next Grand Theft Auto will come out in the 40s.
Yes, in the 40s. I don't like it. Nobody likes it, but that definitely is the way it feels.
Oh my God, it can't be like that. Jesus,
it's just
Christ.
The reality. I mean, they told us flat out, like, hey, or a developer at Rockstar told us flat out, we just stopped making DLC. I guess a developer, it was Dan Houser, because Grand Theft Auto Online was so successful. And it's like, yeah, that'll certainly be the focus for them. So here we go. All right, and then the Rise of Hydra delay. The last thing there was, I don't think they gave like a new time frame. It was originally or previously stated would come out in like early 2026 or something like that. Right now, it's an indefinite time. Like they have not provided a new date of any kind for the release of this game. I think they're going to have to like reintroduce it, right? Like we're not, the next thing we hear from this game isn't a date. It probably is like the final full reveal trailer to like just actually say what the game is.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I said, like I don't really know what this game is. Like I know, it has things going for it immediately because it is Marvel and it is Amy Hennig. But like both of those things, like Marvel and video games, that's not some guarantee. We've been seeing, projects get canceled or just kind of, fizzle out. Amy Hennig hasn't been able to release a game since the PS3 days, right? I'm right. I mean, I think Uncharted 3 was her last one.
You are right.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's a crazy. We still say that name and we kind of, there's reverence there. But gosh, since the PS3 days, that's wild. So, yeah, I mean, it's not like, oh, she probably has no talent anymore. I hope she does, but it's far from a guarantee that her being involved in games good. And PlayOn is publishing this game, Jeff.
Yeah, what's
PlayOn?
And Skydance Games is involved. Like
Skydance Games, that's the Skydance New Media is the developer,
right? And they
it's a division of Skydance. So Amy Hennig's studio was founded by Skydance, and then PlayOn, which is formerly Koch Media from Austria, is publishing it. As a part of the Embracer Group, right? So yeah, it's just so much about this that is like, boy, I'll believe this game actually comes out when I'm playing it.
Yeah,
it just seems like it's got so much going against it just from circumstance.
Yeah, I'm like trying to find like this Skydance Games' other projects. It's all the stars here, Mike. The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Retribution, of course. That's probably their biggest game, and then Behemoth. What do you know? Does that sound familiar?
Behemoth. It's so generic sounding.
Yeah, it's very
there's
generic.
the Behemoth. They make
Yeah,
video
they make
games.
video games, the Behemoth, and I know that because I go to PAX. And then the other one here is, it's just another, it's what is this one called?
There's an untitled Star Wars game, Jeff. Don't
Oh.
forget about that.
Of course, yes. Is this a VR game, this Behemoth game? I don't know. Either way, this feels like
Yeah,
a project that
Meta
is
Quest 3.
a bit big for them, but also, they have Larry Ellison's Oracle Billions, the actual new richest man in the world, once again. That's his kids run Skydance, and so they should just have endless money over there, but who knows if they are getting any attention because they're busy buying fucking Paramount and everything else in the world, so hooray. All right, last thing here, Arc Raiders reviews. Let's see if we could pop that in here and talk about this. I'm still surprised that thing's at a 93 on OpenCritic. I mean, it's really good. It's surprising me that people instantly sort of got it the second it launched. Are you surprised?
I mean, it's just pretty rare when you see one of these kind of live service things do that
Right.
well with reviews, right? Like what are Fortnite's reviews?
Right.
That's a fun exercise. I'm gonna go on OpenCritic and type in
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Let me guess. I'm gonna say because most of those reviews had to have happened, but I'm sure it had a lot of reviews since then. I'm gonna say it has an 80.
Here's it's really weird because it's Fortnite Battle Royale. That's what you look up. It has an 84 based off of 17 reviews.
Wow,
In the biggest game in the world.
one of the most played games ever. 17 reviews. That is very weird.
Right.
Yeah,
But I'm not surprised Arc Raiders is doing well. It seems like it's definitely has it's doing what it needs to do for people. It's that game, but in a way that's really attractive for newbies and fans of that genre, which is that's the secret sauce right there. There's some buzz around it. I know we had a good time with it. I kind of do want to play some more. I would be playing more if I wasn't feeling a little duty bound to play Fortnite because they added Simpsons and Disneyland to it in like the same week.
Yep, they put out the siren song specifically for you, and they got you. They were able to get you in there and fall into their trap. I've been playing it on my Steam Deck here or there a little bit, and I'm certainly understanding the appeal. Like I was saying that earlier, and that's how I continue to feel. Where it's like, oh yeah, I am not playing it right now, and I am imagining how I would feel if I were playing it, and that feels good. So I'm gonna go do that. The loop is pretty cool. The idea of just everything you get, feeding these resource like hoses back in your home base and upgrading that stuff. It's like, okay, I could just see myself doing that and like playing solo. And I played a little bit with Christian the other night when I was just on my Steam Deck and it worked really well. So yeah, it's been good. I also just I like the way it looks. I just think it has a nice strong
It's
style.
a good aesthetic.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was be in Ohio, but it's Toledo.
Is it really?
That's fun. Someone in my chat told me that. Maybe they're lying, but
Yeah.
maybe at least one of the maps is Toledo. I think.
Is it the Speranza? Is no?
They're
Wait,
in,
is
they're
that
in Italy,
Spain? Is that
motherfucker.
Toledo? It might be Toledo in Spain, right? Isn't Toledo in Spain?
Oh, they were
No,
joking
what
with me.
What
I
the fuck are you talking about? The game happens in Italy. What are you
Well,
talking about?
is there
Yeah.
a Toledo in Italy? Because there is a Toledo
Right,
in
yeah, yeah.
Spain.
So Toledo, Ohio is named after a Toledo. Yeah. Okay, that makes so
Oh
much
my
more sense.
Hey, it
God,
got me for a
my-
second. I was like working through it. So yeah,
That
it
makes
should,
more sense.
Toledo's nice. It should take place in Toledo. They got a nice science museum there. I had a good time.
So whenever we talk about this game played, I feel like there are like some people in chat who, get upset about the AI-ness of this. What is the AI factor of the game aside from like the voice modulation stuff?
I
'Cause
think
there's
it's
not much
the
I
voice.
can tell.
I think it's the voice modulation
that.
stuff for the most part. I think they might use like speed tree, but we talked about that before.
What-
That doesn't
Like
count.
those characters you talk at the base, are those voice actors talking to me? Or
I
is
think that those are voice actors' voices who someone mentioned this to me, and I can't remember who now. That those are voice actors that were paid initially, and they agreed to have an AI model trained on their voices, so that this company could then continue to use those voices for other lines in the future. But I don't know. I think
I don't.
I think there's a lot of speculation.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know because they don't sound AI at all to me. And
I bet we're not hearing any of those. I bet we're not hearing any AI lines. And if we do,
Yeah.
we might still. and at which point that would stink. But nothing I've heard is like jumped off the screen at me as sounding like, oh, that is just someone's voice being filtered through an AI program.
This is my theory. The voice modulation, I was like fucking around the other day with you. Those voices sound exactly like the voices of the characters we use. And I think they're talking about that. And maybe it's like when they add a new item to the world, they're gonna use that AI voice to like make the name of that item. Because
they did do that with the finals. People are pointing out that's it. The finals work the same way.
Yeah, in the finals, the voices of the people like the announcer, those are AI, and you can tell because they're pretty bad. But here, the NPCs, the traders, don't sound like AI at all. So maybe it's really good. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to continue happening in games like this, and of all shapes and sizes. This game is not some tiny little thing. It is well funded and has a team of 250 people or something like that. So it's strange.
It's like, like the voice modulation stuff, whatever. That could even be kind of neat. But like if your game is this and it's even doing well, I don't think I want you to be making computer voices for your characters. You can
especially if you're making a ton of money where this game's going to make a ton of money. It's like, just bring the actors back and pay them. Just pay them again.
Have you been seeing everything going on with Square Enix?
Yeah, a little bit. We were talking about before you joined. My understanding is that Square Enix kind of cleaned house a little bit on their publishing side and maybe some other parts of their management offices.
A lot of Western stuff, a lot of UK jobs, and apparently a lot of US stuff
in North America and Europe, and specifically in the UK. Yeah, they are trying to centralize all of those efforts back in Japan. And then I think they didn't say how many people they laid off, because it's not what matters. They said how much money it's going to save them. It's something like $19 million a year, which, okay. Yeah. I guess that's a lot of money.
Is that a lot of money for...
It's not a lot for them.
For Square Enix, it's like... So like... It's even that a dent.
I'm trying to like think of like back to like when I was covering earnings calls frequently. I'm like, what were like EA's like profits? And it was like hundreds of millions of dollars. I think their revenues are in the billions, or at least $1 billion for a lot of these companies per year. Is Square Enix close to that? I don't know, maybe not. But they're certainly not. $19 million is not going to change their fortune in any real way. Obviously, this is just part of an effort to cut costs in a bunch of different ways, and they're hoping that'll add up. And it looks good to investors, so they just keep doing it. But yeah, I don't know.
Do you think, like, and then when the guy's talking to the investors and saying things like, we want 70% of our quality assurance and debugging to be done by AI by 2027, are they being serious? Or is this like when they were talking a lot about NFTs back in the day, and then they did some of that bullshit, but either they immediately saw it wasn't working, or that so much of that was shareholder research? I don't know. It's just pretty concerning to be seeing that talk from them, right?
Yeah. Yes. Because I think that they are saying it, and whether they believe it or not, they'll try, because it's the thing. It's the meme, like, oh, turning the dial and looking back to the audience to see how much they're excited about it. And investors do like to hear this, and it doesn't seem like the AI doing QA jobs was related to these layoffs, but it's all certainly part of the same concept of reducing costs across the board. And that's where these big publishers are at, because they continue to flounder when it comes to creating new ideas, new games that can sell to new audiences and grow and attract a vibrant community of players. That they're sort of lost when it comes to that, so they have to keep cutting costs for now and hope for the best. Hope they like sort of break through and get on the other side, and then suddenly there's a ton of people waiting for them. And it's like, I think what you're going to find is you're going to have your lunch eaten repeatedly, and you certainly are not going to like fade into irrelevancy, but there are going to be a lot of people who just wake up one day and be like, I'll just go play some Persona, and I will be happy with the next Expedition 33 instead of whatever Square Enix is doing. And of course, if Square Enix puts out a banger Final Fantasy, all those people will show back up. But in the meantime, it just feels like this is a company that doesn't have a good direction or good vision.
Yeah, and it's so weird they cannot really quite seem to figure it out, and I don't know if they will. They're in an off year because it's been a while since a Final Fantasy 14 expansion. People didn't even like the last one. Final Fantasy 16
Speak
was
for
that.
yourself.
Dragon Quest 12. Oh my God, Dragon Quest. Wait. Oh god, yeah, it's incredible that you like things like Dawntrail and then don't like Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm sorry, we don't have to talk about it, but incredible. Yeah, Dragon Quest 12 doesn't seem like it's anywhere close to coming out still. I don't know.
Yeah, when's the last time they like mentioned it? Have they like even done like a real?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while since and the last time they mentioned it, I mean, it was very much like when the way they're kind of talking about Final Fantasy 12, like we're gonna streamline this.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're still streamlining it. But boy, the Final Fantasy crowd didn't want that. The Dragon Quest crowd definitely doesn't want
They
that.
just want their Dragon Quest to be Dragon Quest.
They want, there's the people who just want their games to not change that much. Maybe make them look prettier, sure. But if they try to make like an action RPG and call that Dragon Quest 12, oh boy.
All right. I think that's going to do it for the big stories of the week. I'm sure there's other things we can talk about, but we'll turn to our super chats for that. So we'll go to break, come back. Michael read some super chats. We'll talk about what you guys want to talk about right after this. All right. I think we're good to bring it back.
Yeah, we can go.
Okay.
We can
All
go.
right.
In the black. And I'm coming back in 5, 4, 3. All right. We're back. It's Decides, and it's time for Super Chats. Mike Minotti, please take it away.
Nathan Maloney says, with the news of Miss Piggy's movie coming soon, what is your dream Muppets game? Muppets of Kingdom Hearts 4, current 3D platformer, dating sim. I always, whenever I like try to realistically think about the Muppets and Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, I don't think they're going to do a Muppets World, but they have like Disney characters as summons in that game. And I'm like, give me a Great Gonzo summon. Like he just comes in the battlefield being shot out of a cannon and he just, I don't know, does something wacky the entire time. He just looks like it's just Gonzo. I would eat that up like crazy. Otherwise, like, I for like a game, honestly, give me a WarioWare like, but it's just all Muppety instead.
Oh, that's fun. That's good. I was thinking Lego City Undercover, but Muppets. Like, just give me
there you go.
Give me a GTA based clone where it's just fun sandboxy stuff, but we're just walking through various Muppet references and. It could be like an actual city in some ways because the Muppets exist in the real world, but then they can there could be a part of town that's Sesame Street and you go visit those Muppets over there. I don't know. That could be fun.
Paradigm Dream in chat said Spore, but it's Muppets. Like something that actually was like make your own Muppets.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Even like make little bits with them or something, right? Like the old cartoon studio.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of neat.
I'd enjoy it.
Drum Kid 92 says, Grubb, if you didn't have kids, what would be in their bedrooms instead? Mike, if you had a kid, what room would you have to give up? You go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, so I think one would probably just be like a reading room or like basically a den. And then I don't know. I don't need another room really for anything. I got my, the basement down here. Half of it is my office, so I'm pretty much well set up. But I suppose I might make it like a Mike. When we were at Cleveland Gaming Expo, and one of those rooms was set like all those like places that were set up like retro rooms or looked like a Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
maybe I'd do something like
den.
that. Yeah.
You'd have a den?
Yeah, I'd have like an old den. I would like the 1980s grandmother's basement in one of my rooms.
A lot of wood paneling and
wood paneling everywhere.
Beiges.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll go cover my children in wood paneling right now. Let's go do it.
There you go. Yeah. Do it. Do it, you coward. Do it, you son of a bitch. I mean, the only room I have that I could that's like not my bedroom or a kitchen or a living room is this room, the office. So I guess to be that, I would just shove my computer into my bedroom somewhere, right? I would just do that. But yeah, if like for some reason I suddenly had kids, I think I would have to move, right?
Right. You need a new place.
Yep. Screaming Madness says, Mike, I cooked burnt ends for dinner. It wasn't authentic since I use an oven to cook rather than a smoker, but the ends justify the leans. Oh, what a terrible joke. Wow.
I like the way you said oven with that much disgust in your voice. It was good.
That's a joke. Whatever. It's fine. Just won't get the delicious smoky flavor.
Of course not. Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. God, burnt ends do sound pretty good. Mikey O'Leary says, snuck into the upcoming and sold out Walt Disney World 5K in January by joining the World Wildlife Fund team. Hit me up if you'd like to donate to Helping Animals.
All right.
There you go. That sounds fun.
That's cool.
January. It's funny how like every time I see World Wildlife Fund, I'm still like, those are the people who made WWE change their name.
Yeah.
Back then.
That's what I think
Gosh.
too. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, hey, you go World Wildlife Fund, you seem better than the WWF, but still, it's weird. I'm so used to WWF.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, I'll never get used to WWE, and then it's like, I guess you can get used to anything.
You can get used to anything. I got used to the Wii. I'll get used to anything.
Yeah. I was like, actually, it's fine.
Yep.
We'll be okay.
What's in a name?
Tony Morales says we're finally going to get the gamer rep too. Crying emoji. He'll get it before Kingdom Hearts Final Mix.
He came up with that Gilligan's song in like a day. Not even. You were just like, you kind of like just sat down and if he puts his mind to it, it'll be done in no time at all. So
it's literally just a time issue.
Yep.
Jazz in chat.
Hey,
saying
Jazz.
They delayed the game, meaning Grand Theft Auto 6, to avoid the WoW expansion. Of course. Yeah, when is Midnight coming out? So I guess it's that.
I think I just read that. You also saw that they're like, look, we would tell you if we were going to release this game on console. We're not doing that.
Yeah. No, they're not doing it. I mean, it's also big. We would tell you. Like, I mean, you would tell us eventually.
Yeah, right.
At some point, it would be a secret.
Right.
Obviously. So I don't know what you're talking about there. They're doing a BlizzCon again too. I do miss BlizzCon. Was so fun back when I would go. I don't know if it's gonna be the same, but there's a part of me that maybe wants to look into going to BlizzCon. The beta for Midnight is in November. I guess it doesn't have an exact release date yet, just early 2026. I want to check out Midnight when it comes out. I'm in the mood for a little World of Warcrafting, and yes, I'm not surprised there's not a console version of World of Warcraft. Although apparently there are some pretty good mods for that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what everyone in chat was saying. It's like, I believe you. I'm sure people have like spent the time to figure out what that would look like.
Right. It can quote unquote be done, although I wonder, like, are the people with the mods, are they doing like the raids? I'm sure some of them are.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah.
Yep.
Next up is Jason Fulton. Which comes out first, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess on Switch 2, or GTA 6?
Remember, next year's the 40th anniversary of Zelda.
Yeah, so there's a part where like they might both come out around the same time, maybe actually.
That's likely. Yeah, that could happen. If they were to take the 40th anniversary really seriously, what do you think that would look like? Because it's like the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. Do they do a remake of The Legend of Zelda or something like that? Or do they just re-release some later game and be like, hey, this is how we're celebrating?
They have not remade an 8-bit or a 16-bit. I guess they remade Mario RPG not too long ago, huh?
Yeah. But they didn't really make that game. It was a Square game. There was that Ampere Research person who was like, these companies like Nintendo are leaving tons of money on the table because a remake of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past would make buco bucks. And it's like, yeah. I'm sure Nintendo is well aware of that, and I do wonder like what their conversations are around that sort of thing of like, when do we go back and start remaking these older games, or maybe they have some sort of like generalized stance against it, where they're like, no, we're Nintendo, we do new and wonderful games, and don't have to go back to the well like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because like obviously they do remakes. There's some strategy to it. Like they're just not going to constantly do it. I mean, if they did, I mean, there would have just been an Ocarina of Time remake right now, and for every console. Instead, we got we had some ports. We had one remake of it on the 3DS. I mean, in terms of what they do for this one, I don't know. It's like you expect something biggish. It's not going to be like the new big Zelda game because it's just not the time for that yet. I bet a lot of merchandise is the answer. So, like, it won't be that Game & Watch, but stuff like that.
Yeah.
You will have something like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Something.
So just like how we had Galaxy 1 and 2. And maybe there's something bigger like an Ocarina of Time remake. I don't know.
I hope so.
Next up here is from Phantom23. Says, driving to Disney from New Jersey. Thanks for the company.
Hang in there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I've done Ohio to Disney road trips all the time. Not all the time, but I've done a dozen or so of them maybe in my life. Maybe even that's pushing. But yeah, it's I recommend having a dad who's real dad about driving places. That helps a lot. They like don't want to make stops. They don't want to sleep for the night. They want to do it in one day, even though it's a detriment to their health. That makes it really easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just sleep. I'm a passenger princess, man. I just go. I go sleepy, and then it's like I wake up and I teleported to Disney. It's nice.
That's nice. That's cool.
How how far of a drive does something have to be where you're like, I'm just flying?
Well, if it's just me, Mike, there's kind of like no distance I wouldn't drive. I like driving, and that could be an adventure of its own. But like if we're talking about, okay, there's other mitigating factors, like, hey, I have to get back home or I have other responsibilities. Then it's like, okay, I was looking at like, what if I drive out to Minneapolis so I don't have to worry about the flying and stuff like that? But if I fly, it's like an hour in the air. It's so
Yeah.
fast. It's kind of pointless to do it. So it's like, yeah, I think around 6 hours is where I'm really like, okay, that's probably on the border of I am now wasting my time and probably some other people's time by
Right.
not just flying.
Because I got a point, like 5 hours, even if it's a 1 hour flight. It's like, well, by the time
By the time I do everything.
I'm like going there
Yep.
and getting there early and all this stuff, it's like basically the same amount of time.
Yep. It's close.
Yeah, exactly. So it's close. Like even when we did this New Jersey trip, there's probably like I could have probably just driven that really if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. So we flew. Then I paid for it with the awful trip back. Jez with 5 gifted memberships, by the way. Thank you so much, Jez. Really appreciate that. Just called you a Jeff also. Sorry about that.
Thanks, Jez.
I know that's upsetting. Antonio Morales says, Grubb, how's it feel being an ugly friend now? Sean, how's it feel to be the best looking employee at Giant Bomb? Penis.
Oh, I find it very welcoming. This is where I'm home. I'm used to being the ugly friend, and now that everyone's acknowledging it again, I feel very good about it. This is where I want to be.
I'm glad Jeff has been put in his place as the ugly friend.
Thank
This
you,
makes
Sean.
me happy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm glad I haven't been labeled. I'm so fragile. Silko Shooter says, got my new MG1 Platinum today with the Giant Bomb front panel.
Hell yeah.
Also, Age of Imprisonment seems really good for it. Hey, thank you so much. That's a good year. We were really happy with Bane gear, everybody. So like,
go buy those computers. Like seriously, they're awesome.
Buy computers. Good. I'm excited to plug my in.
Me too.
They were definitely a really great partner. It's just I know it's like, yeah, I'm glad people are doing the thing that they're hoping for. They're hoping to give us all this treatment and whatnot. Hoping people buy a panel or computer. So I'm glad some people are. It's nice.
So did you buy it that night? Like when we were doing the marathon, like did you buy it very early on? And did you like the Giant Bomb front panel? Did you mean like the standard Giant Bomb one and not like one of the other ones from like one of us?
Probably, I assume probably that standard Giant Bomb one.
Yeah, because early on it was like every single one that was sold was apparently Bacalar's. I wonder if there was some confusion there. I wonder if some of these other ones actually did sell. So maybe one of yours did sell, Mike. Who knows?
Who knows? If you bought my panel, tell me. I'll give you something. I'll bribe you. I'll bribe you to buy my panel. I'll pay for it. No, I won't pay for it. Let's see. Next up is Age of Imprisonment. That is a game that's out, huh?
It's like fully out. Like you could just go buy it right now. I might because I'm stupid, but I don't know. I don't have time for it.
That's a new Legend of Zelda game, kind of.
I think the plan is because we were going to do some fox hunt tomorrow on UPF, but it's weird and not worth the hassle. Not everyone has Delta on the same platform, and that's a pain because it doesn't have crossplay. So I think there's a chance that we might do some Age of Imprisonment with a special guest star who's an expert in that Muso series. Come help us out tomorrow on UPF. So tune in for that.
Plus, she cut off her microphone from her headset anyway. So.
Dan worked on that. Yep.
Let's see here. The next up is from Firehair. It's Mass Effect Day here in the UK, aka my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Firehair!
Happy birthday!
Right, month backwards. So today is
it's
7th day. Wait, yes, today's wait, what?
November 7th in 7. So it's past midnight.
Right, that's how it works. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be on 7th day for us as well. Then.
Yes.
I'm stupid.
Here's the thing, Mike. All these days are stupid as well. Like I'm not saying you're not stupid. You are, but these days are stupid as well.
The N7 one is like mildly clever. I make fun of the Last of Us one a lot. I'm like,
when the world ended, would you like to celebrate when the world ended?
No,
fake fan.
Like I don't know. This Gears of War, like, do they have a date for emergency? And they're like, "This is our holiday now."
Maybe I don't know at this point. Probably.
Are they gonna? You think they're gonna say anything about Mass Effect tomorrow?
No. I mean, They might acknowledge that it's still happening, but I think it's too weird. Like Dragon Age just came out, really, in the grand scheme of things.
Boy, it sure did, huh?
Yeah.
How many copies do you think that game sold?
I think it probably did like
2 million?
2 to 3 million. Yeah. Not great.
Interesting, man. Boy, this is their last chance, huh?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Happy and 7-day Mass Effect.
Perform or die.
Looking at my Kirk, it says, can we get a Baby Steps Lord of the Rings collab where we get to walk from the Shire to Mount Doom as Frodo, Samwise, and Gollum could tag along and keep us company? Yeah, I would like just a Lord of the Rings walking sim game of some kind.
I hope that is maybe one of the avenues that Baby Steps takes going forward is like collaborations, and they just release like stupid maps based on something like Lord of the Rings. That would be a lot of fun. I would definitely do that. That'd be great.
That's your game of the year, isn't it, you son of a bitch, huh?
I mean, who's to say?
I think it's your game. I know you. I think it's your game of the year. I'm going to play some more of it.
Who's to
I'm
say?
going to play a little bit more on my own because I've mostly played it on Parsec with you being 1 foot.
The ideal experience. You got it. You don't need to play anymore.
Connor, what says the new Samus amiibo are really good. Aminus. I'm mad. I'm like holding off on it. I want to get at least a motorcycle one, but I don't want to get it right away. But now I'm mad that I could have that right now.
Yeah.
Because that'd be amazing.
And God, less than a month from now, we're playing that game. So.
I know. I'm so freaking excited. That last trailer looked so freaking good. I'm only mad now that I'm not going to have the time to play 2 and 3 before it comes out, but that's okay. I'll just do it later. Whatever.
I'm like very curious to see what Bacalar is going to say about it. Bacalar went to play it today, everybody. He's allowed to say he did. So.
Yeah, I was wondering because some people were like, "I can't believe Bacalar went instead of you two." It's like, well, it was in New York.
It's in New York, and it's like I'm not going to go out there when he could just drive there and like park his car that he owns. I'm glad he got to play it. I'm excited to hear what he's going to say about it. So we'll do that here next week, everybody.
I'm so freaking excited. Ryan Allen says, speaking of collabs, Warhammer Survivors was announced a few days ago. A Vampire in Italy is trying to ruin me, both 40K and fantasy. Is Warhammer Survivors like, what is that? Is that like a
Vampire Survivors?
Yeah, it's got
it is Vampire Survivors. Yeah. Man, boy. Okay. This is gonna something I wish. I wish a better franchise got all these video games.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, maybe not better. I guess one that I cared about.
One you like more.
One that I like.
Because I feel that way.
Warhammer gets a million better video games than Lord of the Rings.
I was certainly happier when it was Star Wars getting all these weird bullshit games back in the early 2000s. That was better for me. I definitely look at this and I wish that all these other franchises would just take this Warhammer model and do the exact same thing. But at least Warhammer gets it. That's fine. Some of those games are fun. I enjoy them.
Bro,
they're good. They're good games.
Just make your IP more popular and make it so people like it, and then you get all this shit.
It's impossible now, Christian. It's never happening again. It'll never be popular again. All right, that does it for the super chats.
Looks like we are caught up for now. But if you still want to send in a super chat, everybody, we will read it before the end of the show. Thank you so much. But don't come at me, Warhammer fans. Me. It's just a little. It's a little gloomy and cynically for Mikey's.
He's just a little guy, everybody. Don't go.
Just a little guy. Mikey. Nobody smiles, and no one's happy.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
So why y'all just stop?
Honestly, if someone smiled in Warhammer, I'd be terrified of them. That'd be scary.
Yep. You don't want that kind of people around you.
Man,
why are you all doing this?
For the Emperor, something. I think
for the Emperor, for the God Emperor.
The God Emperor.
There was a time in place.
So you don't understand, Mike, because your Emperor is not a god, and your God isn't an Emperor. But if he was God Emperor,
but I know. I do know what an emperor and empires are, though.
I'm impressed. Good job.
Your God doesn't consume 100 of people every day to stay alive.
My God, it consumes 100 nuggets in less than 24-hour period.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Praise Chan.
I don't know if I could have a depressed God.
I don't know, man. I think I have bad news for you. All right. I keep looking at this headline of like Take-Two CEO is highly confident on the new GTA 6 release date, and I'm pretty sure he said that last time too. Like,
Yeah, what is it? Well, sure, whatever.
yeah, what's he gonna say? No, we're still lying. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's not what he's gonna say. All right, that's gonna do it for the super chats. Plenty more show to come, but we're gonna take another break. Get set up to talk about our topic this week, which is, hey, what do we think of Microsoft? What do we think Sony? What do we think Electronic Arts and others are going to have in 2026? We'll do that right after this. Okay.
Breakaroo, you want to
I'm
take
gonna
a
go to the
little
bathroom, get a
break,
drink real
Mikey? Okay. Let me switch the server.
Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum,
A little
ba-da-dum,
bit.
bum, bum, bum.
Let me put it in Japan.
No, don't go there. I don't want you here.
Let's see this. That sounds better. Let's think.
Where's the gamer browser, bro? There it is.
Yeah, we have input from the
Yep, I'm getting it.
good stuff.
Can you believe that Mike didn't buy those Metroid amiibo right away?
He's failing himself and others.
What a fake ass fan.
Fake fan.
Fake fan. Oh, by the way, we're doing community extra life on Giant Bomb this weekend. So
Yes, that's right.
I think it
starts after
started
UPF tomorrow. Well,
Tomorrow.
No,
it starts after
tomorrow.
UPF
Yeah,
today.
sorry.
That's right. Yeah, that's what Chuck
Yeah,
said.
no, sorry. I was just fucking, my brain just got.
It happens.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I'm streaming on Sunday.
Nice.
Okay, let's see here.
Johnny is our god captain. That's true. The Nugget
That
Lord.
checks out.
That what must be honey mustard can never be on honey mustard. That's what he says.
I can't believe Microsoft
What?
canceled Perfect Dark. What a weird fucking thing.
What a motherfuckers! I
Bunch
don't
of
even remember.
dumb
Why do you remember
asses.
that?
Oh, dude,
Fucking
they don't make games
dumb.
They
anymore.
don't make games. I mean, they released a
They're
lot of
too busy
games in the
competing
last
with
year,
TikTok.
and I think they're done. I think they're just like, that was all right. We did
Dude.
2025, and now that was it.
Did you see Maiko?
I did not.
Oh, dude, they have a face for Copilot now, and it's like this jizz-looking blob that floats around, and you talk to apparently
They kill Cortana?
Instead of Clippy?
instead of Clippy.
Wait,
Oh,
we had
the-
Cortana though.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
but
funniest thing.
Cortana hasn't been
is
around
that
for a
it's-
minute.
Yeah. The funniest bit is that initially they upload a video for this thing you're supposed to talk to that had
Oh,
no
look at this.
audio.
Look at this jizz looking thing. Oh, really? Incredible.
Yeah, it's like, oh, good example there, guys.
Yep. Oh, man. It's like that Tom Cruise mummy trailer. That's, oh, boy.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ah!
That's why I said Dawn Trail is pretty fucking good. Fun
Oh my
expansion.
god. Tear into him,
I don't
Mike.
know.
Stop holding back.
It's just a double
you-
whammy bad opinion. Of Final Fantasy.
It's just you should hate Latinos. It's all right. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Ohio.
That's you did like
Oh,
one
yeah.
boss fight.
When
They
they-
were like, you're
excuse
like
me.
this combat system's so ass. I'm like, what?
It's ass,
And I
brother. It's so bad. Oh
It's
my
the-
god. I'm gonna be right in 10 years.
I think you
so
have no
badly.
idea what you're doing. I think you're just literally were just waiting for. I think you were just literally spamming basic attacks
Yeah.
and not even understanding what was going on.
This is what's going on. It's bad.
Get him! Christian is
Understand what's
literally
going
the
on.
only person I've ever heard say this.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm so right, so in advance is insane. I'm gonna get
Go watch more
more
Kamen
tries
Rider or
in
something.
10 years.
Okay,
Stop
Google,
writing Arc
remind me
Rider's
about Final
coattails.
Fantasy VII in 10 years.
So I'm trying to take credit for Arc Rider's success, like you made it.
Like I
Listen,
I
he was-
haven't been talking about it for like
He was
5
on the
years.
bus early on that one, let's be clear. All right, I think I am ready to bring it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, bring it back. It's not like Final Fantasy 14 has
Oh,
the
shit.
most competitive
Okay,
players
all
already
right.
down to it, you
In
know?
5, 4, 3. Hello, everybody. We're calm and collected here, and we're ready to do more Game S Decides. Okay, Mike. Hey, we talked about Nintendo and 2026 on Nintendogs on Tuesday. Let's kind of throw in the rest of the industry right now and kind of what we think they're going to do next year. You know, it's November. we can start having conversations like what's going to happen in 2026 now, because we're at the end of the goddamn year.
Yeah, I mean, I remember having these conversations last year, and it was a lot of like mostly talking about Metroid Prime 4 and Monster Hunter, and I think I was like, I think that Expedition 33 looks surprisingly good. I hope that's neat.
Yep.
You know, sometimes dreams do come true.
It works out. So let's see if we could spot this year's Expedition or next year's Expedition 33. Okay, so just like, some other ones that I might have some overlap, like From Software is going to have the Duskbloods. We talked about that a little bit on Nintendogs. I'm very, very interested to see what the Nintendo exclusive FromSoft game is going to be like.
Yeah, because they were just not doing very well putting Elden Ring on there. Now this might be an easier task in a lot of ways.
If they're building it for
the Switch too.
Yeah,
but still, I don't know. I thought that From Software fan base was going to reject the Night Ring because it was just so. What is this multiplayer battle royale thing? Like, is this what people want? And they all ate that up. Also, so maybe whatever this PvP focused take on it is, people are gonna like. Although it feels extra weird that it's like so close to being Bloodborne 2, right? Aesthetically, and then it's not gonna be that. I wonder if there's gonna be less patient for it, or like, maybe it's just so mechanically sound and interesting that everybody's gonna be really excited and along for the ride. But it's a big question mark for me. If it was roulette, I'd be a little bit afraid to put my chips on it.
Yeah, same. It does feel like the safe bet is this is not like the thing I was hoping it would be, so I reject it. But you're right; they just proved us wrong with the last one. Like I said, I'm curious, and I just want to see like what is the solo experience like? Like, is it going to be like a long? I mean, is it a little bit of like an extraction shooter? I don't know. I kind of don't know what to expect. I think it could be. Like, you go in there trying to get resources, and at the end, you might end up fighting someone as you all are funneled toward the same thing. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that was the one like crossover from Tuesday's episode that I wanted to go over before we got into some other stuff. Let's get Xbox out of the way. Halo Campaign Evolved. Remember that thing? That's gonna happen. That's like one of their big games, and then I think Fable better come out next year, right? Like, it can't go another year without Fable.
I mean, it feels a little bit like it comes out next year or it don't come out.
Yeah, right. It does feel that way. Yeah. There's Gears of War E-Day as well, and Forza Horizon 6. These are the ones that I think have all been confirmed one way or another.
Yeah, E-Day could be like the real big fall game. Probably is going to be that. I mean, I think it has it's just 2026, so could always be delayed, but it is certainly time for that one. I mean, 5 came out 2019, so gosh, 6 years. That's about right for the Gears series. Forza feels like the even more sure thing. It almost maybe even more important at this point, actually getting Forza Horizon out there. Especially since we've seen, I mean, it seems like the PlayStation audience embraced Forza more than it even embraced Gears of War when they released that remaster out there. And frankly, it's the one I'm kind of a bit more excited about, especially with the Japan setting that everybody has been asking for. Halo is interesting because it's this curiosity. It's a little weird. Like, I know why it doesn't have the multiplayer stuff, but it's strange to do Halo without a lot of that, at least, the PvP things. But still, that is a campaign that's very iconic. And there will be a novelty to playing that on PlayStation, I suppose. So it's just this little, floater. God, but yeah, what is Fable, man? What is that game? What does that look like as an actual product? And I'm still bummed out that we're not talking about Perfect Dark as a possibility.
When you
I was looking forward to that.
Went to the bathroom during a break, and I was kind of like putting the stuff together, and it was like, just cannot believe they actually canceled that game after all these years. It is such a bummer.
And after all the bullshit about Quadruple A Studio and the, like talking about constantly reminding us about it, just to be like, never mind, actually. It was embarrassing.
Yes, embarrassing is the word.
It's not like, it's a shame that they have had worse things come up, that it's kind of not brought up as much as it is, because there's been so many other problems there. But it was one of them. It's one of the just kind of signs of the Xbox transition / end times that we are a part of right now. But it's like, yeah, it's like, they're doing so much to kind of just catch up on games that have been announced forever ago, and then just kind of give new entries to big series. Do you really think there's room for anything new or surprising? There's that Clockwork
Yes,
Revolution.
Clockwork Revolution. Yeah, there's a strong chance that's out next year because that is from, can't remember which studio is doing that.
That is in
Exile?
Exile.
Is it in Exile? Yeah, okay. So that's one where it's like they've never made a game like that before. And so it's like, okay, that doesn't mean they can't handle it. That's a very talented studio that's made some really good games, but it also could be the kind of thing where it keeps getting delayed or something like that.
Right, because it doesn't have a release date. It's not like it's even set for 2026.
Right.
But this was like that last Xbox showcase where it was called. This was like one's like, wow, that looks pretty impressive and kind of more exciting than I thought. So, yeah, could be something there. What about the Bethesda side of Xbox?
Yeah, so I mean, do we hear anything about the Elder Scrolls 6 next year? Like, even just hear about it.
I feel like we are gonna hear about
I think so
it
too.
finally, right? I don't think it comes out next year.
No.
Which is a little wild for a game that was announced what feels like 30 years ago or whatever when they showed that thing off for the first time. But like I bet we'll like get the subtitle, we'll know where it takes place, stuff like that at least. But that's gonna be it. And even like Fallout, also in a weird place, unless like they're really fast tracking a Fallout remake somewhere, what they did with Oblivion. But it's like we're gonna get a new Fallout game next year.
That would probably, they would probably do that to Fallout 3, right? Because they did Oblivion, and then Fallout 3 came out right after Oblivion, not right after, obviously.
Yeah,
but
3 makes sense. It could be New Vegas, but probably 3.
Yeah,
they just released that anniversary edition of New Vegas that isn't like any updates to the game or anything like that. It's just it has mods from fans in it.
I think like Avowed will probably get DLC. Doom: The Dark Ages, I wonder if that gets DLC.
I don't know. I was talking about that when I was playing when I was doing my Drag Quest thing. Like, boy, that game kind of came and went, huh?
Yeah. I think it missed the mark. I think they needed to sort of respect the duology meta right now of you can do 2 and then you got to really change things up. And it's like I think they thought they were changing things up in some ways, but at the end it's like at its heart that's still one of those Doom games, the 2016 Doom sequel. Right. So yeah, I think they'll have to kind of go back to the drawing board or give it some time to breathe. It has a lot of other options if they wanted to like just kind of do what they did to Doom in 2016 to other stuff like Quake. They could do that.
Mm-hmm. The weird thing is like Xbox's biggest game next year is going to be whatever the next Call of Duty is, which, I mean, what is it, time for the next Infinity Ward one next year? So it'll be Modern Warfare 16 or whatever, I suppose.
I don't even know anymore because what was last year Black Ops 6 and this is Black Ops 7 now.
Right, exactly.
And then before that, before Black Ops 6, it was Modern Warfare, like 2 Modern Warfares in a row, right?
Something like that. Yeah, there was a Vanguard somewhere before.
There was a Vanguard somewhere in there. Yeah. I don't know.
And there was one just called WW2. Yeah. So I mean, I think, especially, I think right now they are very much we're playing it super safe with Black Ops and Modern Warfare. So yeah, I think it's going to be another Modern Warfare would be my guess.
Modern Warfare 4 is supposed to be next year, says Zach Riley. Okay, sure. Yeah, you're right. That'll be the biggest thing they have. Okay, let's see anything else from Microsoft. They're going to have like 75 Game Pass games, apparently. They're committed to 75 plus Game Pass day one releases. So there will be a chance because Expedition 33 was one of those games this year. There will be a chance for something like that to pop off. Although, I'll say, okay, so I did cancel my Game Pass Ultimate. And then the kids wanted to play Goat Simulator 3 and I have it set up on the Xbox. That's where they've been playing. And it was $25. And I was definitely like, should I just $30 and then I get all this other stuff? I didn't. I ended up buying the game. But it's like at some point they're going to like want to play online or with like their cousins or something. And at that point I'll be faced with that decision again. It's like, should I just get the base one here that has the online, or should I go 30? I don't know. $30 is still somehow in my realm of possibility. I've not done it. I have not gone back, but I can see why they're doing it because it's like I'm still comparing it to one game versus $30, and it's not a good decision because I will forget to cancel and all this stuff. But yeah,
It feels like Xbox should have, like, Game Pass had, in terms of the games that came to it, it should have been a great year,
Yeah.
right? Because they did luck into Expedition 33. They had
a ton
Silk
of stuff. Yeah.
Song. I think Blueprints was there like right away. So all this great stuff, and but it's like, boy, if that didn't really raise the needle, I don't know whatever is going to. Right?
I mean,
if,
this
the
really
Call
was
of
the year
Duty
where
stuff.
it's like it all came to a head for like all of their years of investing in these studios and investing in Game Pass, and there were a ton of Game Pass games, and they had quite a few like first party releases between Doom and all this other stuff, and it's like nothing quite like got over the top, but there was a lot of it that was relatively decent, and then those Game Pass games were standouts. Multiple of them were standouts. So it's like if that didn't change the fortune, I think that's what they were looking at. They're like, nothing's changing our fortune here. We have to change up the strategy entirely. Okay. Oh yeah. Anything else?
I wonder what Blizzard.
Oh sure, yeah.
They are doing a BlizzCon next year, which makes me think that they've got some stuff to announce aside from just new characters for
right
Overwatch.
So just like
2
give me
and
the
things
quick
like that.
rundown of like what is the status of the main franchises from them right now?
Yeah, well, World of Warcraft is gonna have a big expansion next year. Diablo 4, I think, is getting an expansion next year. I forget if that's like an announced thing or just clearly happening. Hearthstone's chugging along, fine. It's been nothing from StarCraft in a while. Hasn't been anything StarCrafty in a bit. It might be time for StarCraft. I think that's kind of the thing. If like they're going to announce something big and new, it's not just something out of left field that nobody could predict, right? Like some new franchise. It seems like it's probably StarCraft time. And I don't know what that looks like because they have not made a new RTS since StarCraft 2. But I also don't know if they're going to be like, we're gonna try to make a third-person shooter with StarCraft again, right? Those projects always end up getting canceled one way or another. So I don't. To me, I think the safe bet would just be StarCraft 3,
Right.
or whatever it looks like.
Was there like a rumor new Blizzard IP, or was that I might be making that up? I can't remember.
Maybe they have the Zicky Bears are always doing things. I can't keep track.
Okay. Let's see here. Over at PlayStation, some of the stuff that we have mostly confirmed one way or another, or is first party, or is exclusive to PlayStation. Marvel's Wolverine probably being the biggest. 007 First Light, I think they have a deal for that one. I think it might show up on PlayStation and not Xbox or something like that, or maybe it's just a marketing deal.
It's coming to Switch too.
It's coming to Switch too. Yeah, I think it's coming everywhere actually. Let's see here. I think Soros, the kind of follow up to Returnal. And then, obviously not coming out next year, but does kind of hang over their heads a little bit. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. I don't think anyone's expecting that before 2027. So,
no, I don't think so.
There could be Ghost of Yotei DLC. There could be Death Stranding 2 DLC. And then beyond that, it's like, I don't know. Maybe they do something new with Gran Turismo. These are the ones I kind of jotted down pretty quickly. Marvel's Wolverine. I mean, the way Sony's been going right now, if they have Wolverine and Soros and like one other thing, that seems to like do the trick for them, and they're happy to sort of like let that be their first party release schedule for the year.
Right. So they're such a big beneficiary of third party games right now of that ilk. Right. So they're not. It's not like they're PlayStation 5 exclusives, but they almost may as well be at a certain point. There's that. Yeah. Good point,
yeah.
Jason
Thank
Finale.
you.
God of War Metroidvania game.
Yeah, that got delayed from this year till
huh?
next year. Yeah, so we probably hear about that at their like first major state of play of the year or something like that. Yeah, so that'll happen. Yeah, between that and those two other games, Soros and Wolverine.
Yeah, and Marvel Tokon is them.
That's right. That's the one I was like really trying to think of. Yeah. That'll be cool. Actually, that's a cool lineup for 2026 when you kind of put those four together.
Yeah, it's
a marathon.
Yeah, but marathons.
Fair games.
Yeah, fair games. Yeah, I bet fair games doesn't come out, but marathon does. But that's like third party. But I guess that's a first party game from them. I said third party. It'll be everywhere.
They own that studio.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely. It looks on paper like a better lineup than they had this year. I mean, I don't know. It's not like it was a bad lineup, but
certainly not.
It's like it was largely two heavy hitters with Death Stranding 2 and then Ghost of Yotei, and there's some other. Gosh, I know. I feel like I'm forgetting something else that was them this year. But yeah,
Yeah, I can never
I'm just
remember.
curious about Wolverine still, because it's still like, just what is like that gameplay loop, right? Or is it even really a loop, or is it just kind of action sequence story moment, and does that still play? Maybe it does. Just so much of what makes Spider-Man work is traversal stuff. You can't really do that in Wolverine. So much of what makes Ratchet and Clank work is kind of the weapon stuff and the goofiness. Can't really do that in Wolverine. So it's like they're gonna have to pull upon a very different skill set at Insomniac for Wolverine, and they could certainly do it, but I'm curious to see what that looks like.
Yep, and everything they're doing here is like practice for their next 10 to 15 years, because they are on the hook to make those rumored X-Men games. So it's like they're going to need more than just a Spider-Man when they go to make an X-Men game. They're going to have to be able to handle a character like Wolverine, because you're going to have to come up with different ways, different verbs for players to do. So this is pretty important to set them up for the future.
God, I don't. It's like I keep trying to think what that X-Men game can look like, and all I can keep going back to is that Avengers game. Like, because like you kind of have to make a sort of simple, again, loop of a game to accommodate like 10 different characters that all play wildly differently from each other, right? Gosh, I'm glad I don't have to make an X-Men game as a 3D AAA game in the year 2026 or whatever. That sounds like a nightmare.
Sounds like a nightmare. It's exactly what I was going to say. Yep, I do not want that job for sure. Okay, yeah, and then I bet Saros is going to be very good. I liked Returnal. I bet they will make Saros just like really like it'll learn a lot from Hades. It'll learn a lot from everything else in that genre, and because the first one did so well and was such a standout in a lot of people's minds and in Sony's minds, I think they will get a lot of resources and be able to make that game pop off the screen. So looking forward to that. Is Neo 3 a PlayStation kind of deal from Team Ninja?
I think they were. I think they are like exclusive for a while.
Okay. Well, that's something.
Hey, what about Media Molecule?
Yeah, I don't
Astro
know.
Boy went and killed everybody there.
Yeah.
Boy, like they haven't done anything since Dreams, really, and they're not like shuttered or anything. They are still a PlayStation studio.
Yeah, I wonder if they've been quietly working on something that will pop up here in the next couple of years, and I guess that could happen next year.
Too soon to hear about Blue Point, who again hasn't released a game since Demon's Souls, but they were making something else and it got canceled. So
yeah, they were working on.
Like they're close to doing something.
Was it were they the ones working on the live service God of War spinoff?
Yeah.
God, what a terrible idea. Yeah. I don't know if it's too soon, because I would hope that even while they were doing that, there was still like a team at Blue Point that was working on like the next big remake or something. But maybe not. So in that case, it would be too soon. I hope we hear from that studio sooner rather than later, though.
You think Santa Monica announces the Quarry Balrog game?
Yeah. I mean, God, how long's it been since God of War Ragnarok?
Ragnarok was 2022,
and then
the one before that was 2018.
And 2018 is like so those the 2022 game was happening in conjunction with this. They were being developed at the same time. I'm sure this was in early development and has now been in active development for the last 3 years at least, or somewhere around there. God, I don't know. Maybe it is still too soon. Games take too long these days.
They sure do. But boy, Polyphony, that's it. Well, they did that, yeah, because Grand Theft Auto 7 was 2022.
Gran Turismo,
excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gran Turismo. They had that My First Gran Turismo thing, whatever the hell that was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they make like a new Gran Turismo or anything.
If anything, they tease something. There's a possibility that there's like a new Gran Turismo 8. Would it be Gran Turismo 8? Like that could be in the works.
It'll be the next number.
But that doesn't come out next year. No way. Okay. Let's see. So that's Microsoft. That's PlayStation. EA. Like, how many other publishers are there to even talk about at a certain point, Mike?
Well, yeah, you have an EA. You got a Take-Two. got a Capcom, a Square Enix. Konami does stuff now again.
Konami
That's
does.
nice.
Yeah, okay, let's do Konami. That Castlevania game better be real and it better come out.
I mean, come on. We got 2 Silent Hills,
Yeah,
but they're good, and they're good.
and they're
Give me-
good.
It's not like they're not doing anything with Castlevania, which is a franchise that has somehow only seemed to be more popular than it was when they were making video games of it.
Cardi B dressed as Dorota, which apparently is like got a big glow up in one of the anime series. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's on the latest season of
It's a Nocturne, a
of the
Castlevania
Netflix-
Nocturne.
Yeah,
I think,
Nocturne. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
I
good.
wonder if they just don't know what to do. Like, they don't want to make a Metroidvania. They want to make a 3D thing, but they don't really have the blueprint for that because all the other attempts
Yeah.
at making that either weren't popular at the time or like, you don't really make games like Lords of Shadow anymore. That is very Xbox 360 coded. So what the heck does
I mean, it's
does
got to be a
Castlevania do?
Soulsborne, right? Because like everyone always
Yeah,
says,
just make it
Soulsborne
good.
games are like modern Castlevanias. Close the loop and do it, but it's not like you just
Yeah.
pull a team off the shelf and make one of those. A lot of people have been trying to emulate that, and it's taken some teams like, what is Neo? Is that Tecmo? Team
That's
Ninja.
Team Ninja.
Team Ninja. That's right.
Yeah.
It took them like a while to like really get it. Like the first Neo had its fans, and Neo 2 was improved upon that, I believe. And there's people
And then
really
Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin knocked it out of the park.
exact. That's the perfect ideal of the franchise of the genre, of course. So it's like, yeah, but I bet that's the answer there, but then that requires a big investment and a big belief in this. And while Konami is certainly making games again, they're also like working with external partners and stuff like that. And is that what they need to do here in this case? And do they think Castlevania is even worth that squeeze? I hope in this moment they do believe that because the show is so popular, and they could turn it into something that'd be cool. And then if we get a 2D Metroidvania, I would be ecstatic. That would be very cool.
Yeah. And they already said Bloober's remaking Silent Hill 1 next,
Right.
right? I don't know if we're going to hear anything about that. Seems a little soon there.
It was Megan the
think,
Stallion.
we're not
I said
gonna-
Cardi B. Megan the Stallion is the actual.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm
Name 100 women, Jeff.
I know.
Wait, Megan Thee Stallion did it? I was confused for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to check that out.
Remember Silent Hill Townfall? That was like another one of those Silent Hill games announced when they announced a bunch of them. It's the Annapurna Interactive one. What was that?
Wait, say
Supposed to be-
what was the name again?
Silent Hill Townfall.
This is not the like interactive TV show sort of thing, right?
No, this hasn't come out yet, apparently.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Man,
I don't know much about what this one's supposed to be.
And they did a lot with Silent Hill. I think, and they like were very
Yeah.
clear. Like we did that because we wanted people to like know that we believe in Silent Hill, and say, all right, fair enough.
Jesus Christ, Megan Thee Stallion, what's going on?
Yep.
Yeah, don't look it up.
No, look it up. It's great.
Did they
Look it up.
probably not another Metal Gear thing yet. I don't think they're moving.
I
that
mean,
fast on
Volume
Metal Gear.
2 could happen.
Volume 2, sure. Yeah, you're right. Volume 2. Getting the Metal Gear Solid 4
Right, and that would be a big deal.
in the Peace Walker. That'll be a big deal.
Yep.
For the people who think that game is still good.
EA will have, God, what would they have? Because
It's got to be a third Jedi game. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's Mass Effect in the third Jedi game.
It's too soon for either of those, though, right? So, 'cause
Probably.
when did
yeah.
when did Jedi Survivor come out? That was only a couple of
It
years
was like
ago.
only a couple of years ago, Jedi Survivor. That was
2023?
2023. Yeah,
okay,
a
so
couple
2 years
ago.
ago. So then yeah, we're too soon for the third one. That new Sims project that feels like they're going to take a long time with figuring that out. I don't think like they're not hurrying to replace Sims 4 in any way. They're not going to do fucking Dreadwolf or whatever the fuck that game was called DLC.
No, but there's going to be a lot of Battlefield 6 stuff from them.
Yeah,
huh?
I think so. I kind of can't think of anything else other than like obviously the sports games.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, the Belguard.
yeah, Veilguard is what it was called. Thank you. Yes, I like I
Yeah.
like Dreadwolf better. Never mind. I'm just gonna call it that.
That's right. What's better? EA's making that Iron Man game, right?
Yeah, I guess they're still
Motive.
making that, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Yep.
I don't know if that's getting out next year.
They
And the usual sports game. They're gonna shit
Yeah,
out
the usual
another
sports games.
non-FIFA game.
They canceled their Black Panther game, right? EA canceled.
Yeah, yes. That's right. There's that Star Wars Tactics game that Respawn is helping.
Oh,
with. That's
yeah.
like,
Okay,
yeah.
we could see that. That could get revealed and released next year. I could see that happening. Okay, let's see. Rockstar. I bet they're going to have a game. Or maybe not. I guess it could get
Maybe
delayed.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Dude, what are you saying? They're confident.
They're
about
very
the new game.
confident.
They're never more confident.
Bill Kuhn, one of those leakers, was saying that they're going to have some sort of announcement tomorrow, Rockstar, as like a result of this, and he's like, he like used the recycle symbol, like does it suggest like what it is, and then so people are like trying to like, is it some sort of remaster remake, and then he's like, this is not a hype announcement, so I'm like trying to figure out what it could. Is it ping pong? Is it table tennis?
I don't know. It could just
Oh my
be
god, that would be
another-
hype, actually.
I would love table tennis on Switch too. Are you kidding me?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, Red Dead. Like my go-to is just Red Dead Redemption 2, like getting slightly updated, maybe coming to Switch 2.
That's probably it.
Right? Because like I mean, that's not that exciting, right? It's
Yeah, but,
something though. It's not
people
like
would
the
love that, though.
bully remaster that people want.
Right, and you always got to keep in mind, like, this is one person's opinion on what is hype and what is not, and people can be weird about that. So who knows? Okay, Ubisoft.
No, Ubisoft.
No, Ubisoft. They
you
will
got it.
likely have an Assassin's Creed next year. This last one did pretty well.
So Assassin's Creed Infinite isn't actually a thing, right? Like whatever
don't-
that was supposed to be, that like this portal ongoing, like that's nothing except perhaps maybe
did you
an
play
initiative
Shadows?
now.
Did you play Shadows at
No.
all?
Oh,
I think when you
No.
load that game up,
Yes.
I think there's a way to
Yes.
select the other Assassin's Creed games from there, and I think that
It's a
might be.
portal.
I think yes. I think that might be all that has
Yes.
been left over from whatever Infinite was going to be. Is like now it's just a
Yeah.
way to like, it's like a launcher for Assassin's Creed. It's weird.
Okay.
Also, I have a question. I don't own any other Assassin's Creed of those that were on that list, so I don't know if that was a real thing or just like them showing you the other games. I don't know if you could
I don't think
actually
anyone
launch the
knows.
other game.
I don't think anyone knows because it doesn't. I don't even know if it like sends you to a store if you click on one of those other games and you don't own it.
I have multiple games in the Ubisoft store that were supported, and I actually didn't try it, but I do believe that yes, it literally just sends you
Okay,
over
cool.
to the other game because it says launch game.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, they have Hex, which is the one that's going to take place in the Holy Roman Empire, which is like the
Right,
Germanic
yes.
region, and it might have like it might be involving witches and stuff like that from that
Witches.
time. So cool. That could be neat. And that game could also be like 18 months out from Shadows, so there's no guarantee even that comes out next year. Beyond that, it's like Division 3, probably too early for that, right? That studio's been very busy recently, so I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know about Division 3.
It's not
because
even-
Massive was spending so much time with Star Wars and then Avatar, right?
Right. And that's not even like part of their trinity of games that had like survived the
Right.
Tencent sort of purge. And those are Ghost Recon, or is it it's like it's Rainbow Six is the one,
It's Rainbow Six,
Far Cry, and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, those are the only three that they said there. Beyond Good and Evil 2, Jeff.
Yeah. This is its year. I believe.
Are they just like I was almost believing that game was happening again when they released that remaster and it was still like teasing it. And then that feels like a while ago and they still have said nothing. I'm like, do you think they finally cancel that thing this next year?
I don't like they haven't canceled it yet. And at a certain point it's like, what's the point of even canceling it?
There are so many not real or don't feel real Ubisoft games because there's also the Sands of Time remake and
Yeah.
then they
Yeah,
said they're
Splinter Cell
gonna do
remake.
Splinter Cell remake.
They announced that.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah. The Black Flag remake is probably happening. Maybe that comes out next year.
That's actually
also,
probably
right?
what releases next year. Yes, that sounds right. And then Hex comes out the year after that. Okay, I could see that. I liked Black Flag a lot. It was not like
Sure.
like, oh, this is my Assassin's Creed. It was just like, no, this is another good Assassin's Creed. But I don't know. I'm in the mood for sea shanties. I like that game quite a bit. All right, hey, Capcom, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, right? The new Onimusha game.
Yeah. Looks cool.
That looks very cool. Resident Evil Requiem, of course, is due out in January. That's going to
Those
be
remakes.
yes. Some stuff will be coming to like Switch and stuff like that. Yeah. Monster Hunter Stories 3, is that one that they said would be coming next year? Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's not a game you announce 2 years before it comes
No,
out. Right?
you're definitely right. Yeah.
I think it better be coming out next year.
Pragmata, baby.
Pragmata, Mega
right.
Man!
Pragmata. All right, so yeah, Capcom's gonna have probably another decent year.
Hey.
And they probably have stuff that they haven't even announced yet.
I'm gonna go on a limb and seeing how people reacted to the Monster Hunter Wilds whole situation. I think they're gonna like truckle on and kind of get that expansion, like maybe probably next year, like end of next year. I think.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think they will try to get that expansion out fast. Yes, I agree. And then even if it is just to move past Wilds in a way that so they can like be like, okay, we did that, and maybe we survived, or maybe we resuscitated it, maybe we didn't. But if we didn't, like, let's just get on to the next game, because I think they're going to be happy to move on from that one.
Oh, I would like an Ace Attorney 7 very much. Yeah, Chad's bringing that up, and it has been a bit. I think they've done all of them in collections now. I don't think there's any of them left to re-release unless they want to do like the 3DS era ones, which maybe they do. But yeah, I think it's time for a new Phoenix Wright finally, and I'd be very happy about that.
Yeah, I think they did all that work to bundle up those games, and I don't know. We're getting like a new whatchamacallit from Level 5. What is their Professor Layton?
Professor Layton, yeah.
We're getting a new Professor Layton game. We certainly should get an Ace Attorneys game as well. I don't know. Okay, Bandai Namco. I guess they're making. No, they have the Tekken 9 still years away. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a while away.
They'll probably have some new Dragon Ball game, not like necessarily a big one.
What? No way.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, by the wait. By the way, when that Sparking Zero came out, it seemed like everyone was so excited and happy for exactly 10 minutes. Now, apparently, that thing is the worst thing ever. Is all I hear now.
Oh,
everybody
really?
hates it, and yes. Are you shocked too?
Yeah, I'm a little shocked that
they actually all.
I thought everyone would be like, we know what this is, and we're gonna play it for a while, and like maybe we'll pick it up at parties in the future, and we're fine. I didn't know it like had like a bad reputation at this point.
Yeah, people don't like it now.
Incredible.
Yeah.
We should play it again and like sing its praises.
Yeah, they're releasing new DLC for Dragon Ball Fighter, so maybe that game is not dead in the dustbin then. So maybe they're doing something with that. Maybe
that'd be crazy. I don't know. We'll see. What else from Bandai Namco? I don't know. Square Enix.
Give me Rage Racer, you pieces of shit.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, they'll give you Rage Racer.
That's fitting.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3.
I don't know if next year is the year for that. They'll talk about it. I don't think
they'll talk about it. Yeah.
Year.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see it, but maybe a little early.
And then Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is supposed to come out next year, right?
That's happening.
I
for
continue
sure.
to think that game looks awesome.
That'll happen. Dragon Quest 12, no. Maybe they finally talk about it again.
Right. Maybe they
probably
remind people it exists. That's the least they can do.
Yeah. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, I guess
it could happen next year. I
guess it could. And then Warner Brothers feels like maybe we could get an Injustice, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe too soon for that.
Maybe if they had their shit together, it feels like they would have a new Hogwarts Legacy for next year or something, but they don't have their shit together for that.
No.
Yeah, it's like of things that people could possibly care about here. Like it's too soon for a new Batman game. Pivot for that already. So yeah, maybe Infamous 3 is the best you can hope for there.
Yep.
Maybe like an. Oh right, Lego Batman. That's right. They showed that off. That's
people love that. And people seem to love that stuff. So I didn't realize how much of a fan base those DC Lego games had. People seem crazy for that one. So cool. All right. Cool. I think we kind of covered a bunch of stuff there. If I don't know if people have other ideas, feel free to like write in either in super chats
Did
or
we say Infamous? Did I say Infamous 3? Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
Injustice 3. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, when people know what you meant. All right, cool. Let's take another break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up super chats after we talk about what we've been playing. Right after this. Okay.
Sorry, folks, we didn't read the.
I used some of it. I was kind of like keeping an eye on it. We said a lot of the stuff is the problem.
Yeah, we went too long.
Okay.
We had a Discord thread.
Well, we did. I was
yeah,
definitely.
we did.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I was using it to like kind of inform me on some of the stuff, but like I said, a lot of the stuff came up when we were talking.
Yeah, you went too long.
I do want to believe
right.
Jamie H. here said Wolfenstein 3, but no way. They just released
Oh
Indiana Jones, so no way.
The world is still in just for that to be real.
Okay, I'm going to bring us back, and we'll talk about what we've been playing. Let's do it right now.
All right.
5, 4, 3. All right, we're back. Mike, what have you been playing?
Parasite Eve. Actually finished that yesterday. The PlayStation 1 Squaresoft Classic. It's been a big one on my pile of shame on the backlog. I've been wanting to play it forever. I started during spooky season and finished it just a little bit afterwards. And that game was shed hot.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I watched you stream a little bit of it, and it just looks so much better than I even remembered. It's like, God, these games look cool.
It's like if you like PlayStation aesthetic, right? Like you know, whatever you think that is, like this is such a PlayStation aesthetic game.
Yep.
It looks so freaking cool. The pre-rendered backgrounds, the blocky but like kind of charming character models. The music by Eagle Shimamura is just insanely freaking good. It's just an all-time soundtrack. And I love the battle system and the fact that it is survival horror in tone, but you do kind of have this turn-based, but also real-time like movement battle system. It's just such a neat thing. The story gets real. It gets just the right amounts of weird that you want.
Good.
And goes places. Gosh, I'm almost sad. Like I don't have time to do the new game plus stuff because apparently there's like like sometimes there's like this bonus secret dungeon.
Oh sure.
When this game it's just the Chrysler building. You just like go up all like the 72 floors, whatever the Chrysler building. I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome.
That's
But
awesome.
I probably don't have time for it right now. But that game's got hype. That game, I think, it's like one of those games that is actually, I think, regarded better now than it was at the time. Like, not that it was, at the time it got like 8s, and now everyone's like, that's just one of the best PlayStation games.
It was a big deal, and it reviewed pretty well. Like, it was a pretty good game at the time, and it's like kind of every time it comes up now, I do hear people talk about it in hushed tones. And I was like, I've been surprised by that. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that, just because I remember that initial reaction being like, yeah, it's not Final Fantasy VII, which was, I think, kind of the consensus in that moment.
Yeah, because I mean, but that's what's so neat about it, because it still has like SquareSoft RPG stuff.
Yeah.
But it's horror. It was their first M-rated game, so it's taking itself pretty seriously. It's not goofy at all. It has this it's modern New York is the setting. It's just so much about it that's neat. It still has all the stuff that you would want from SquareSoft, but they're trying things. I wonder what I'm going to think of Parasite Eve 2 when I eventually do that, because I think like at the time people did criticize for like, well, why isn't this more like Resident Evil? Because that's what it should be. So then they made Parasite Eve 2 more like Resident Evil. And I bet it's going to be a good game, but I bet I'm going to really miss the stuff that made Parasite Eve unique.
Yep. Yeah. I bet you will. I've been playing Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and mostly for the documentary stuff at this point. And I'll say it's I guess I didn't appreciate just how Chicago that game was. Like that's one thing that really comes through in the documentary. Is like these are just all a bunch of Midwest Chicago boys who got into this business for whatever reason. Like in Ed Boon's case, he was just a technical kind of smart whiz kid, and became like really good at doing the special effects lighting on pinball machines for Williams. And it's like, oh, I guess I didn't even really know that. I did not know he is the voice of the ventriloquist doll on the Funhouse machine. That's Ed Boon's voice, apparently.
What?
I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Then John Tobias just being a street artist, like he was doing graffiti and these murals in Chicago, and was just this like really talented artist and liked kung fu movies. And then these crazy kids got together, and Eugene Jarvis and some of these other guys created these tools to take frames from a VHS tape and put those frames into video games. They're like, well, here's an idea. Here's what we can do with that. And it was just obviously sitting around saying, wouldn't it be awesome if? And then they all had the talent to make that stuff a reality. And it's just, oh man, games are better because there were people making games in all these different pockets of the world. And at one point, like the mecca for that was Chicago for this moment in the 90s. And it was, I don't know, I really appreciate that. It's just excellent work. Area 5 was involved in the documentary stuff. They have some of those guys actually show up. These are the former 1UP show people. So they show up in some of the clips here or there. It's like, oh, you can just tell this is high quality work and people that really understand games working on every facet of it. So, and then, you know, at any moment when I'm like, God, Mortal Kombat rules, I just press the X button and it takes me to the games, and I can go play a little bit of Mortal Kombat just because I'm like overwhelmed by the need to do that. And then I could do a few rounds and be like, God, the CPU is really cheap. And then I can go back to watching the documentary and having a good time. It's a really excellent package. It's the best one of these so far, and I've really liked all of them, especially like Atari 50. But this one's even better so far.
Does it bother you at all? Because like all the stuff you're talking about, I think that's what I'm interested in too. And you know, this package is getting beaten up pretty badly because of like online support and input lag and things like that. It's interesting because like, yeah, because it's like, do you care about any of that?
Well, I'm playing on PC where I guess that stuff wasn't as much of a problem. People are having issues on console, but maybe there are some issues on PC. But no. I'm here for the history. To me, that's the whole reason this thing exists. Although I appreciate that it's not like we've had all of these Mortal Kombat games in one package before. So for a lot of people, they do want this to be also an excellent way to play games. And of course, it's fair to criticize that. Seems like they're working hard to update it. There was just a patch recently. I don't know how much it actually improved things, but I know that they're trying to. Yeah. And we played it and had it was like it was like 20 seconds of lag or latency on the PC, and it's like I didn't notice that. I couldn't tell you when that was happening. So if it stays around there on the PC side of things, I'll be just fine. The 100 milliseconds of lag that was apparently happening on consoles, that would be frustrating. I don't blame anyone for complaining about that. But hey, in the meantime, go watch all this excellent historical documentation of this incredible. They have so much like footage from the time, and they have John Tobias's notebooks, and they're scanned beautifully, and you could just see, oh, he was really just kind of thinking about this stuff in a very simple but effective way of like, Shang Tsung is the villain, and Johnny Cage is going to be the sidekick, and here's the skeptical character, and it's Stryker, and the Stryker actually turned into Sonya Blade and Jax, and they're like they don't like buy into all this mystical bullshit, but they kind of have to because they get strung along. It's like, oh yeah, just clever, easy writing that can be conveyed very quickly in a paragraph of text in an arcade machine, and I don't know, it's very impressive to see it all just laid out like that.
Yeah, I am like, I need to dive into this because I'm very excited about the documentary aspect of it. And, you know, this is when we were playing it at the Bombathon, that input lag thing didn't bother me. But there's also part of it's like, man, like Digital Eclipse already got criticized so hard for having input lag problems with when they did the Street Fighter 30th anniversary collection and things like that. And it's like, how can you let this happen again?
Yeah, you definitely, you got to stay on top of it.
Right.
Yep.
You gotta stay on top of it. You know that people are just going to be so sensitive to these things. And, it's just, you got to be able to do. But especially when like the rest of the collection is just so interesting and amazing and neat. Like, why stumble on that one aspect of it? And I'm sure it's difficult, and it's the ways to figure it out isn't as obvious as it might seem to me. But it's got to be figured out. Yep.
You got to do everything you can to avoid these problems. They have been solved in other situations similar to a package like this. So. There's kind of no excuse. Right. But in the meantime, people should play that other stuff.
Like outside, like after their 30th anniversary collection for Street Fighter, like the Capcom fighting collection we've been getting have been fantastic. They've been amazing. So it can be done.
Anything else from you, Mike?
Gosh, I feel like should be. I mean, it's been a lot of Fortnite. Honestly, been doing the Simpsons stuff, which has been fun. Haven't tried the Disneyland shit they added today yet. So when I get
What is the
back,
Disney stuff? I didn't saw it. I was playing
I'm not
earlier
entirely
today.
sure. There's like it's Disneyland related, and it looks like there's a lot of mini games themed to different attractions. Not dissimilar to Disneyland Connect, I suppose. I don't really know. So I'll have to jump into that. Again, Disney invested a lot of money into Epic Games, so I'm sure this is another part of that. Mike Hillary says the Disney stuff isn't that great. Mike, I'm not expecting it to be particularly great, but I still need to see it.
Yeah,
you
you'll
know how
always
it is.
have Disneyland Connect, and so you can just go back to that
Exactly.
when the time
Yeah,
comes.
and I always have Adventures in Magic Kingdom for the NES, which is also basically that same setup, just mini games inside a Disney park, which is also the same setup that Universal game on GameCube did. There's a surprisingly large amount of that stuff.
Yep.
The Simpsons stuff has been very good in Fortnite. I
Yeah.
have been enjoying that, running around in there, seeing the characters. I've been, I'm getting so many third place finishes lately. I play very well, always kills them right at the end. I do very stupid things, and I gotta get better about
do be
that.
like that.
But it's been a good time.
I've been playing too. I kind of wish there was a way to like explore the island because I want just to explore all those places, and I can't if I'm being chased by the circle or shooting at by everybody. So I think they should add like.
I wonder if there's like a peaceful mode like that, like the community can create or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, like a
It's gotta be
gallery
something
mode.
like that.
Isn't there like a creative
imagine.
mode? Like, can you just go
Yeah,
to
there's
creative
gotta be
mode?
some way to
I
just
don't know.
walk
Maybe it
around
doesn't use
there.
the same map. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't-
But and, I've been playing some more ball pit runs here and there, so just kind of a bit of all that. Definitely am ready to play more Dragon Quest during my travels. I think that will probably be my big thing for all of that.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, I played some more Arc Raiders, and that's good.
Hell yeah, Raiders, let's go. How far into it are you?
Not that far.
You
No, not
okay.
that far at all. But it's fun to pick up here and there.
Yeah, I finished all the quests, and now I have the So in this game, in Arc Raiders, there's no mandatory wipe like in Tarkov, where every 6 months everybody gets their stuff all wiped, and you have to start all over again. Here is optional, but to do the wipe, you had to complete this project, quote unquote project, which is just you had to build like a caravan inside your workshop. And that caravan takes a lot of materials and a bunch of like high-end loot. So I'm kind of doing that. So by the time the wipes come, I have the option to do it. Otherwise, if you don't complete that, you can't. You have to wait another like 60 days, I think is like the cycle.
But if you don't, you just continue as if you were playing the game. Nothing disrupts. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, you should continue to the next one. And I'm trying to do that now, and it's fun. I've been doing like more dangerous stuff. We've been going to the night version of the raids, which have way more. They have way more arc, way more like AI enemies, and people is super spicy on those matches because the loot is so good that you don't want to have any chance. Like it's kind of hard to team up because it's like any second this guy is gonna shot me in the back and can steal all my good stuff. So it's been really tense. I really like it. So I'm on that.
Cool.
I'm on that bicycle type scene, just like
that's the way it should be. I'm not down for this kumbaya bullshit. I'm like,
I don't think it'll last.
Wave me off. I'm here. What's that?
I don't think it's gonna last. I think it's early days stuff in Arc Raiders. I think in a month you're gonna hear stories of like I used to be able to go into this game and make a friend, and that almost never happens anymore.
Look, I like looting, but it only gets me so far. I gotta shoot some things. And most of the robots like, no, hide from that. Don't shoot that robot. What can I shoot? Can I shoot this person? No, they're waving at you and doing an emote. Oh, God. Yeah, get this Care Bear bed of bullshit out of here.
Yeah, it's been fun seeing the people like I used to be able to just say hi to people. Now they should shoot you.
I think it's already getting spicier. Yeah,
it's getting spicier and spicier. Yeah, yeah, it's fun. Another thing I played before Arc Raiders come out was the Battlefield 6 free stuff, the Red 6 stuff.
Yeah. What's up with
That
that?
thing is the battle royale and the gauntlet. The battle royale is whatever. It's a battle royale. If you like, it's one of those. It's just that it's Battlefield battle royale, and the circle is fire, and you whatever. I don't care. The gauntlet stuff is fun. It's a bunch of squads. They pit against each other, and it's round based. And every round, the objective change. So one round is plant the bomb, another round is capture the flag, another round is the VIP survive type thing. And the teams with the two teams is 8 teams at the start, and the 2 teams with the lowest points they get eliminated, and the other teams go forward until they use one-on-one team. So it's really fun. It's cool seeing like the rotation of the modes and all that stuff, because it keeps it fresh, and because you can have they capture the flag either at the beginning of the match, it would be like with 8 teams, or you can have it at the end with 2 teams. It kind of changed the dynamic, and it's really, really fun. I really like the gauntlet stuff. It reminded me to Killzone 2, where Killzone 2 kind of did the same thing, when in one match, it would change the objectives all the time. So it's been really fun. I haven't had a lot of time to play because Arc Raiders,
Right.
but I'm definitely going back to it, especially because it's free to play. Everybody can play it. So I just highly recommend if you don't want to pay for.
Okay, I wonder if that's taken off with people, because I haven't heard much about it.
I haven't heard much about it either, and I wonder if like Arc Raiders eating that lunch a little bit.
It is definitely.
It's definitely Arc Raiders, because I heard people saying the same thing I'm saying. They were like, I think Andy said the same thing from Kind of Funny. They was like, I really want to play Red State because it's a lot of fun, but I'm just full Arc rating. You know, another thing that I want to point out, you can't play solo. Because it's a squad, so it's always either with your friends or you matchmate into another squad. And I was getting really frustrated one of these matches where I was trying to do the objective, and I went to the objective, and we got eliminated. My squad got eliminated, but because I was doing the objective, the game was like, "Hey, you did the objectives. We're gonna reassign you to one of the teams that won the objective." So my team got deleted, but because I was doing well, it moved me into another team, where maybe the guy wasn't doing as well. So it kind of reassigned me to that. It was pretty cool. I was like, oh, they thought about this, because, most people is going to play with randos, and randos sometimes don't play the objective, or they don't do the thing they need to do. So I think that was kind of cool from that demo.
Interesting. Okay, I'm trying to see Battlefield 6 has 300,000 players right now on Steam. So
it's doing just fine.
Yeah, it seems like it's doing just fine. Okay, let's see here, Mike. Let's wrap up those super chats.
Ryan, oh no, not this one. Wait, yes, this one. Ryan Allen says, speaking of collabs, Warhammer's. Nope. Chris Pratt says, decided to try out this Metroid crime game before the new one, and I think I got a buggy copy. I can't see my character, only an arm. Someone help.
You just call the Nintendo Power Hotline, Chris. They'll help you out.
Brio says, Mike cheers on the Parasite Eve streams. It's been a delight, even though I haven't played it. Great music, chill vibes. Yeah, they're surprisingly chill vibes for such a spooky game.
How were the vibes on the sperm bank?
Gosh, they said, I was reading the dialogue. I had to say the word sperm a lot. Not as much as I had to say the word mitochondria. I had to say that easily more than I have in total the rest of my life.
Wow.
But you had to say
that's the engine of the cell, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah,
mitochondria, sperm mitochondria, mitochondria, sperm mitochondria.
Man, he's just
thank you
spitting bars over here. All right, that does it for the super chats and what we've been playing. Let's see anything else.
Extra Life.
Yeah.
Extra Life of Giant Bomb community. Tune in. I'm gonna be streaming on Sunday, but it starts after UPF tomorrow, so check that. I think it's gonna be on giantbomb.com/chat.
It will be.
Pretty sure.
That's the plan. Yep.
Right, let's go. Confirm. Let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be on giantbomb.com/chat. So check it out.
Looking forward to it. God, that's right. Most people are doing Extra Life this weekend, so that'll be good. We're doing ours next weekend.
I'm always so late with my extra life. I was like, I do mine in
It's fine.
mid-December, everybody.
You can do yours. You can do it whenever. That's the whole thing. It's just like there's like one official weekend, but then
Yes.
people do it. Like some people do it all year
you
long.
can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Friday night game night, Pig, Jackbox, Lego Party here on the Game Mess Discord. So also check that out.
Have fun,
Check the-
everybody. It'll be a
the
good time.
channel and have fun. Yep.
Okay, let's see here. Mike, what do you have going on? Where can people find you? All that good stuff.
Yeah, Twitch, Tokoto. Yeah, you know where to find me.
There you go.
Tokoto. There you go. I feel like I was gonna say something to you, Jeff, and I don't remember.
You're
Sorry.
out tomorrow. You're out Monday?
I'm out. I'm supposed to get back early Monday. The way flights are going, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So
no
yeah,
promises for Monday, yeah.
Yeah, like we're not gonna be starting Miss 3 on Monday
No.
or anything, so you guys could probably figure something out with that block. Hopefully, I'll be able to do a Mega Man though, because I'm stranded in DC for the rest of
Maybe we'll just play
my
Pissed again.
days.
Hell yeah! Is
Yeah,
there a
me
sequel
too,
to that
didn't see
Piss
it.
2?
Yeah.
Is there a
Just
Piss
make-
2?
There's
I
no
don't think
Piss
there's a Piss
2.
2, no.
Ah.
There's no Piss 2. Just make Jan play Piss. You guys should play the original Riven.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know,
that could
why
be
not?
fun. It's just pictures. Yeah.
Just Riven, just pictures.
Uh-huh.
You should play it on PlayStation. Switch your discs every time
Yeah.
you go
Oh,
to
man. Okay, that'd be fun. Yeah. Hey, tomorrow.
Oh, we're doing Columbros. That's what it
Yes.
is. We're gonna record new Columbros, everybody.
Yeah, we're recording
Right
new
after this,
Columbros.
so that'll be out soon.
Yep, hang in there for that. And then, yeah, tomorrow on UPF, we'll probably do some Hyrule Warriors and maybe some other stuff. Maybe Ark. I don't know. We'll see. Bye, everyone.
The Cum Gutters.
Yeah.
The Cum Gutters. The Cum Gutters.
Oh my god, I have an email. Play on news. It's like they heard me. I was just, they did Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Play on news. I don't need play on news.
Kingdom.
The Cum Gutters.
No, stop. Vagina bones is such a better word for this.
Bye,
Men
everybody.
for so long have fantasized about sucking their own dick. I love that bull. No, that's dirty.
Got him.
It's dirty play. Dirty play.